Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here again. And I just want to thank you so very much for giving me this your moment and time. As spokesman and advocate of basic human rights, I find myself spending my whole entire life, day and night, focusing on the things that are so important for us as individuals, so important for us as far as our enjoying this life in these bodies during these times. And it's been a very difficult info involvement. I declare it has been, but committed because the truth must be known. I want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm speaking to all of us, but I'm speaking mainly to people of color and those of you who have suffered in this lifetime, who have watched your dreams fly by and you couldn't do a thing about it, or when you tried, if you got some success, it was only momentary. So I want to say to all of us that we as Americans have got to do something. Now, the call and the challenge today for survival of the United States of America is on the hands of people of color. It is in the hands of people of color. Now, we have heard it said that black people, people of color, are God's original people. Now, I don't know if that's true, but if it's so, act like it. I always saw the first as being one who have all kinds of responsibilities. Doesn't give you this road to fly sky high and forget everything that's behind, but to lead, to show the way as your parents have guided and shown you. And we have been guided and shown by our parents, the people who were here in America before we got here. And now we've been here all of our life, and this is what we have seen. And we have never imagined from a child that it would be something like this. So it is time who have been ruling us for all of our lifetime, white people who brought us to the point where they have actually done so much against people that they are so fearful that they are trying to take over the government, totally take over the government, deny the past, and try to repeat it with the support of everybody that played a part in it. Even those who are considered as second class citizens want us to watch them do this by just doing nothing. That's not going to work. So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, black people, it is time for us to rise up. We know, we have seen with our own eyes. We don't have to read the history books. We've seen how those who rule do. We know the pain and suffering. We've watched the murders of certain people. We've watched the prison explosion of certain people. We've watched people deny life. And so that's settled. The question is, do we stay here or do we move forward? Now, I know as white people continue to rule, we're not going anywhere but down. We might stay here for a while, but we're going to end up going down. And if we want to go up, we're going to have to take the leadership. And what do we mean by taking the leadership? We mean changing the way things are done. You and we are watching people who are ready to break all the laws or go around the law and do all of the things that's just evil. So we are not bound to anything that would keep us in a predicament that denies us our basic human rights. We recognize that, and we recognize what the powers that have controlled and manipulated things all our lives are trying to do. And we, not mad, just wise, gonna wake up, or should I say, woke, and gonna change things. What we want to do is to make sure that we as people, black people, people of color, and white people, and our enemies, we want to make sure that the basic human rights are extended to every last one of us. And that means, and it means simply this, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, what it means. It means that all grown-ups in this country, all grown-ups in this country participate in this country. What I mean by that, get a job, a career of your own choosing. If you're not qualified for something that you like doing, get qualified. The schools are open for you to get qualified. Everybody playing a part in creating what we have determined are essential for our survival: food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, and any of the other things we can imagine that we've engaged ourselves in developing. We, the people, engage together our gifts, contributing it to the finished product so that all of us can eat from the table of brotherhood until our bellies are filled as we need, as we want, as we desire. And that means me and Donald Trump and all of those people that's going out there believing those lies. Now, why am I including Donald Trump? Because lovers can't practice getting even. We can't practice doing the same thing that they do. They will get theirs. They're already getting it. You see how they're getting it? They're afraid of us. They're running, trying to hide behind more lies. They are afraid of not just us. They are afraid of the people that they have abused ever since they've been in existence. Well, we haven't, as Black Americans, we haven't abused anybody but ourselves. And we're not going to start abusing anyone. We're going to stop abusing ourselves, and we're not going to allow anybody else to abuse us. Now, what we're going to do, you got the zest of what I'm saying. Right now in Minnesota, where it's kind of cold, but I want you to start thinking about brotherhood. I want you to start thinking about your community, your block. I want you to look down your block and see how your block look, how the houses look. Do they look decent? Do they need repairs? Look down your street. Do they need repairs? Look down through your community. How is everything looking? Is it looking good? Is it looking fine? Go down into the marketplace. How does that look? Not only that, talk to one another. Find out, how is your condition? Are you having problems paying your rent, your mortgage payments? What kind of problems are you having? Identify your problems. Get in it. I'm talking about every last one of you. Start participating. This is not somebody else doing something for you. This is simple stuff. You start participating. What is your living conditions like? You got any complaints? What could you see better? What do you want done better? And we are going to start listen, Minnesotans, all over Minnesotans, in these cities. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody doing in their cities. Checking out one another. Getting to know one another. Not just coming on the streets when somebody's murdered. Not just coming on the street when you're pissed off about some mandate, but coming on the street because you're pissed off at the way life has been treating you, how life has been treating your parents, how life has been treating your children, how life has been treating your community. You're pissed off about it, but you're not mad. You're going to do something about it because you're getting wise. And we're going to come together, every last one of you in your cities, because you're going to go to your mayor and put those problems on the mayor's table, city councilman's table. Ask them to resolve them. You're not mad. You just fed up with the bull, and you want them to fix it because they said they're your leadership. They say they're the ones in the community that can do these things. And you're not mad at that. You just said they haven't done it. Now you want it done, and you're willing to work with them to get it done. And see if you can get those problems done. Even those that will help you will not be helped enough. You won't get them done. It's designed for it not to be done. But don't give up. Now, all you in your various cities with your city leadership, take it to the governor. I'm talking about Minnesota right now, but what I'm saying about Minnesota happens all over this country. Take it to your governor, and you take all of the problems of the people within these cities to the state level and say, here are your inefficiencies. We want them dealt with. We come to put it on the table, and we come to work with you. And you let them agree to help you, and you work with them, and you will find out that it wasn't designed to happen. Not by under the system. It's not designed to happen. Now, if you do that all over Minnesota, you can say, well, I'm a loser from the start. Right. The system that we live under got us as losers from the start. And if you did that all over the country, you would find out that the same thing that's happening in one state is happening all over in all 50 of them. Losers from the start. And if you want to fix it, you got to change it. But when you change it, you got to change it to do what you want it done in the end. You want it done in the beginning. Because you want peace. You want prosperity. You want freedom. You want joy for your life. You want your dreams to come true. And this is what we, black people and people of color, and that includes you white people who are not trying to take us to hell. We're going to fix America. We're not going to go down listening to this stuff on TV every day, talking about what these people are trying to do to us. Ain't nobody talking about what we're going to do. We're sitting up there arguing about trying to be a little bit better than they are. No, we are damn hell of a lot better than they are. And we are going to show them about our God. Our God don't walk around with guns trying to kill. Yes, we've picked up that. We've been driven to act like that against ourselves. But we, my friends, we, the ones who speak for God, are going to show you the way. And I said speak for God, not speaking for democracy or capitalism, socialism, dictator, white or black, but speaking for God. That means speaking for love. And that means speaking for you. Because there's nothing that's being advocated here brings any pain or suffering to any of you unless you're a thief that's trying to rob and exploit people. Otherwise, you should be happy. You should be telling everybody about it. You should be getting ready to do your part. Yes, that's what you should be doing. And I know that's what you're gauging up to do right now. So I want to thank you so very much. I think this is okay for today. I will be speaking with you probably later on if the Spirit says so. But until then, Eddie Marcus, signing out.